Hello and welcome back. Today, we're diving into the latest updates on tax refunds and everything you need to know about the 2025 tax season. Whether you're eagerly awaiting your refund or just curious about what's new, this guide will walk you through the latest IRS statistics, refund schedules, potential delays, and those tricky tax return transcript codes that could impact your refund. For many people, a tax refund feels like a financial lifeline. It's that extra boost that can help pay off bills, cover unexpected expenses, or simply give you some breathing room. But let's be honest, navigating the refund process can sometimes feel like solving a puzzle. Between delays, confusing transcript codes, and ever-changing IRS updates, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. Don't worry though, we're here to break it all down for you. Phase 2. Latest IRS statistics. Let's start with the numbers. The IRS has released its latest filing season statistics, and there are some interesting trends to note. So far, the IRS has received 23.6 million tax returns for the 2025 tax season. That's a 7.7% decrease compared to the 25.5 million returns received at this time last year. Similarly, the number of processed returns is slightly lower, with 23.5 million returns processed so far, a 7.6% drop from 2024. But here's the good news. If you're one of the lucky ones receiving a refund, you might be in for a pleasant surprise. The average refund amount has jumped by 18.6%, rising from, that means fewer refunds are being issued overall, but those who do receive one are getting larger payouts on average. In fact, the total number of refunds issued has also increased by 7.6%. with 8.05 million refunds sent out so far, compared to 7.48 million at this time last year. So, while the overall number of returns is down, the refund amounts are looking more generous.
Refund schedule and timing. Now, let's talk about when you can expect to see your refund. The IRS typically processes most refunds within 21 days for electronically filed returns. However, if you filed a paper return, you'll need to brace yourself for a longer wait, potentially 4 weeks or more before processing even begins. To give you a clearer picture, here's a breakdown of the estimated refund schedule for 2025. If you file electronically and choose direct deposit, you can expect your refund within 21 days of the IRS accepting your return. If you file a paper return, processing can take 4 weeks or longer, and your refund will likely be issued as a paper check, which adds additional mailing time. For taxpayers claiming the Earned Income Tax Credit, EITC, or the Additional Child Tax Credit, ACTC, there's an extra layer of verification. The IRS cannot issue these refunds before mid-February, and most EITC and ACTC refunds are expected to be sent by March 3rd, provided the return was filed electronically, direct deposit was selected, and no issues were detected. One thing to keep in mind is that some refunds arrive earlier than expected. This happens when banks release funds as soon as they receive notification from the IRS, rather than waiting for the official deposit date. So, if your refund status says sent but hasn't hit your account yet, it's worth checking with your bank to see if they've received the notification. To track your refund, use the Where's My Refund tool on the IRS website. If you filed electronically, you can check your refund status 48 hours after submission. If you file by mail, it might take 4 weeks before any updates appear. This tool provides a personalized refund date once the IRS processes and approves your return. Phase 4. Potential delays and transcript codes. Now let's address the elephant in the room, potential delays. If you see tax transcript codes 570 and 971, it could signal a delay in your refund. Here's what these codes mean. Code 570. This means the IRS has placed a hold on your refund for review. It could be a routine check, or they might need to verify wages or credits before releasing your refund. Code 971. This indicates that the IRS has sent you a notice, which might require additional information from you. If you see these codes, don't panic. Sometimes, these are just routine checks, and the IRS may simply need to verify your income or credits. However, if they do need more information, they might request additional documents, such as your W-2 or 1099 forms. It's a good idea to have these documents ready, just in case. Another code to watch out for is tax topic 152. This is a normal processing code and doesn't indicate any issues. However, if you see tax topic 151, it suggests that the IRS has adjusted your refund, possibly reducing it due to errors or discrepancies. If this happens, the IRS will send you a notice explaining the adjustment, and you'll have the option to appeal if necessary. Phase 5. Common notices and what they mean. If you receive a CP05 notice, it means the IRS is reviewing your tax return for accuracy. They might be checking your income, withholdings, credits, or business income. This process can take up to 60 days, though some cases resolve faster. Unfortunately, there's no way to speed this up, so patience is key. Another notice to watch for is the 12C letter. This means the IRS is asking for additional documents before processing your return. This letter is often sent to verify reported income, and if you receive one, responding within 20 days is critical to avoid further delays. If you see your 570 code update to 571, followed by the 846 refund issued code, that's a great sign. It means the IRS has lifted any holds, and your refund is on its way. However, if your refund is lower than expected, it could be due to tax errors or outstanding debts, such as past due child support or unpaid federal loans. The IRS will send you a notice explaining any adjustments. Phase 6. Identity verification and other issues. If the IRS needs to verify your identity, they may ask you to do so online or in person at an IRS office. If this happens, be sure to bring a photo ID, social security card, and any relevant tax documents to make the process smoother. Another code to be aware of is 841, which means your refund was canceled. If this happens, you'll need to initiate a payment trace with the IRS to get it reissued. To prevent delays, it's a good idea to check your Social Security earnings record before filing your taxes. If your reported wages don't match IRS records, your return could get flagged. Setting up an online Social Security account allows you to check your earnings and ensure everything is accurate before you file. Phase 7. Conclusion and final tips. Understanding refund schedules and transcript codes can help you avoid unnecessary stress during tax season. If your refund is taking longer than expected, keep checking for updates using the Where's My Refund tool. And if something doesn't seem right, don't hesitate to contact the IRS or a tax professional for assistance. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. See you next time.